Hello and welcome back. My name is RookGypsy, and this is part 42 of my Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, and we are back. Da-da-da-da-da. So yeah, I was talking about my trip to... Excuse me. I was talking about the last I stopped. I was talking about the Japanese restaurant that we went to. Yeah, I would recommend going there again. I would totally go there again. And I would recommend going there just if you're like, with a couple groups of people and just want something like, if you want to like get some drinks, maybe, and like eat some stuff in between, because if you're gonna go drinking, you should eat some stuff. There's got to be some like you could go for peanuts and stuff, but I mean, why settle for just peanuts when you can get Japanese food, right? So yeah, I mean that was pretty much the end of the third day. On the fourth day, I woke up late again. Go figure, right? I mean, the whole story, like the whole trip to Japan, to New York, seems to be the I go somewhere and I sleep late. So it was pretty much a vacation. So, which isn't really wrong. Shoot, I don't remember the laws. I think it was no fire, and I don't remember the other stuff. No gunmanship, I think. Which is fine because I have no one with a gun. I literally have no one on my team that has a gun. Guns are worthless in this game. Don't mug me. This jerk mugged me. Well, he only sold 7, but he mugged me. He's a mugger. Just wanted to make that reference. He's a mugger. So yeah. I think you're all good. Oh yeah. Bigger spells, bigger area. How much does it heal? Like 150? No, it's about 100. Alright. Okay, sure. Make this good. I think there was a... You'd think that, like, if I stab 2 people, and I hit 2 people, you'd give me double the XP, but nope. Single digit XP. Only XP for once. If I stab 1, it's the same as stabbing 2. So my nose is acting up. I don't like this weather. I wish it was colder. So yeah. On the 4th day, so that was the day that was the last conference for that my sister had, like the last day of my sister's conference. So I should probably differentiate between the two. I don't want to use their names. So Sister 1 and Sister 2, I guess. Sister 1's conference was over on day 4. Sorry, my nose is just the worst right now. I'm not sure why either. So yeah, I mean, so Sisters 4, my sister, not Sister 4. I only have 2 of them. So Sister 1's conference was over that day. Because of that, we're like, okay, now we can actually do some stuff, We woke up late, but like the conference also only covers a couple days of the for hotel costs and hotel costs and stuff. So that day we checked out. Like we woke up, we checked out, and then we went to check in at another hotel. Yep. So actually the hotel was just down the street that we checked into. So we packed up our stuff, checked out of the hotel, went down the street about a block and a half to the or about like a block to the other hotel, checked in, and then by that time it was already around noon, because The place that we want to go to, that I want to go to, is a place I saw years ago, and I was like, if I'm in, I was like, I really want to go to this place. It seems like an amazing place to go to. Because I was like, oh, they give so much seafood. And, me, I'm like, dude, it's got to be the freshest seafood in the world. Or at least close to the freshest, because I think there was like, the place prided themselves in their fresh seafood. So what it is it's a giant pot. It's a hot pot, but it's like a giant, giant, giant pot. I'm over exaggerating. It's a pretty big pot, and what they do is they fill it up with like steamed seafood, rice, udon noodles, and some. I'll take a 50-50 chance. Yeah, but they fill it with bean sprouts and stuff, and udon noodles and rice cakes, and then they give you around it they put like clams and mussels, and then on top of that they put this thing that's what was it called? They have like a live abalone and a live uh lobster that was put on top, and there was also some crab legs and this thing of like two things of squid. Really good. The Korean place is called Sikgek, and they have a variety of different things. You can order like your individual stuff. So they have like cheaper stuff like $10, $12 stuff, and they open at 2 p.m. So that was like you know I wanted to go to the OG original place. But that place, it was in Flushing, so that's like that's a very long. It's like 9 to 10 miles away from the hotel that we were staying. So we're like, that's probably not gonna happen. The second problem was that place. We were staying in there at New York for like we only had a few days. We stayed for about a week, but we only had so many meals we could go to. So couldn't we already had like a lot of dinner plans and stuff, so we wanted something for lunch, but we didn't want something that was we couldn't do a late lunch. Like if we did 4 o'clock lunch, that's way too late. Which is why we decided to go to like the 2 o'clock one in like Woodside. It was, I mean, and of course, first time there, probably never. We might not go there again. I was like, I got to get what I want, so I got the hot pot. And we're like, we got the hot pot for a very specific reason, and that is we wanted to do the fried rice afterwards. That's right, they do fried rice. I was expecting kimchi fried rice, but it was not kimchi fried rice. So what you do is the thing like the lobster, the abalone, and like the what's it called? Like some of the crab and the squid, they help you they'll cut it up for you, and they'll obviously the crab, the lobster and the abalone take a little bit longer because it is alive. But once you get it, you can start munching on the shrimp, the mussels, and the clams, and you probably should because that stuff will go rubbery and overcooked. It's all like most half of it is like pre-steamed, so you know once you get it, it's bon appetit. So I should probably explain so I saw like the restaurant Sigek years ago, and it was like it was described as a mountain of seafood, absolutely delicious, and I was like, cool, I'd like to go. It's in New York City. I can't make it, and I was like, oh, is there anything close to it nearby? And I was like, oh, nope, nothing close. I was like, shoot. I mean, there's probably one now, but back then there wasn't anything similar. So that was like bugging me. But I was like, oh, if I'm going to New York, I should go to here. I was like, my sister went to New York, and I was always like, or whenever she went, I was like, you should go to this place, and she was like, I don't have the time. I'm like, great. That means no. I don't need another one. So I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. You're not gonna go, but I don't care either way. But then I was like, I finally got the chance to. Did you master this? Yeah, you mastered that already. I was like, alright, well, if I'm going, I may as well, try to go to this place that I want to go to. And is there no other sword he can learn abilities from? Really? That's weird. Alright, Javelin. I thought you could equip a few more swords, but... I mean, you have this and this and this, but... What's this? A cross? That's weird. I thought there'd be more swords he can equip. Or that he could equip, but, Guess not. Who's that? Team Shallow? Or they're the Strom Knights? Whatever. I don't care about you guys. Go over here. Good thing I did, because he was going to come and attack me. Could try. Any rumors? The Jaggeds. Oh, people avoid the Jaggeds, even criminals. Nothing. What missions do you have? We have a lot. Salik Wood. This is Dispatch 5. Who should I go? Who should go? Do you want to go? No, you don't. Do you want to? No, you don't. Why don't you want to go? I don't know why. You should go. Yeah. Okay, and then... Spring Tree. Charfire. No, that's not Heaven's Cloud? I don't know what that is. Do you want to go? Do you? No. Oh, sure, I'll lend. Alright, yay! He wants to do it. New fields, looking for Geisha Greens. Do you want to do it? Nope. 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 I'll let you master something. You need to master your abilities. Inspiration. Oh, this is the Broken Sword. Rumbud's Tail. Don't have that. Do I have this? Nope, missing stuff. I think I'm missing all of that too. The Performer. Rabbit's Tail. I don't have that. Darn kids. Do I have Jerky? Nope. Oh wait, what's this? One battle, Terror Rod Cookie. Sure. Who wants to go? Oh, you want to go now? Sure, fine. Now he wants to go. My mission. Nameless Swordsman. I've got neither of those. I don't have that. Cave. We don't have Jerky. Don't have that. Do I? Nope, don't have that. Don't have that. Bounty. Clan Ox. Oh, that's gonna be me then, isn't it? Restorer. Cool. Nope, not taking that one. Enemy, someone coming down the lowlands late and took a bite out of me. Find me a good hunter. Snake stuff. Sure, I'll take it. 25 days. Yeah, sure, whatever. Nope. I don't know what that is. Where was that supposed to take place? I assume here, and I'm right. Okay. First and foremost, I want to shop. I got money. Prices for you. Yay. Oh, I can trade items now. Sword? Sure. I got a burglar sword. Sure. I got feather boots. I'll pay that price. I got gold armor. Mithril sword. Nice. Pure staff. Bye. I guess Nona's just gonna sit in the back now. They said they had new items, but I don't see anything new. Maybe it's at the bottom. Maybe. Wink, wink. Nope. Or maybe it's just this stuff. Nope. 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 Definitely not shields. Oh well. So yeah, the Sigek was pretty much what I expect. Or I guess it was what I was expecting. So it was a spicy broth on the bottom. They use it, then they bring it to a boil, and then they or at least it's supposed to be a spicy broth. They gave us like the medium one, I think. So it wasn't actually that spicy. And then we got the so we got that. So like we went in, and the first thing they give you is this appetizer. Ooh, Mana Strike. I don't have that yet. They give you this appetizer of the rice. It's some typical Korean stuff like the rice cake and the fish cake, which was it was like the best rice cake. I was like, oh yeah, they make the best rice cake, and I was like, yeah, you're not joking. We downed like 3 plates of those, like 3 little bowls of the rice cake, and then we got to the. Then what we had was this thing. They also like fried us an egg, and I was like, that's pretty nice. It was fried egg. I haven't had that in a while. Just fried, nothing special. Hint, I don't. You didn't even like no salt and stuff, and it was like delicious, delicious stuff. I want to go here. No, I don't know. All right. Well, actually, no, I don't want to go there. Yeah, I want to go here first. What do you have? Got any gossip? Combo cards. Trade. What is this stuff? I think I have one of these. I have lots of those. I don't need anything you have. But so it was a pretty good meal. I mean, the appetizers were I think the highlight of the meal for me. Just fried egg. It was the banchan. They didn't have that much banchan, which was. Ow! What are you doing, Nico? Stop! Stop it! Ow! 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 You're biting me! Stop it! Stop it! Yeah. So I think the appetizers were like the high point for me. The fried rice. So what they do is like afterward, you eat the seafood. It is all seafood, by the way. In the pot. They have variations of it. They have this thing called steam pot. So they have the hot pot, which is some raw stuff. They have the steam pot, which is all the stuff is steamed first, and then they put it into like not the same. It's like a little bit different broth. And then they have this thing called they just like the barbecue stuff, which is like they just grilled the seafood and stuff, like KBBQ style almost. It's not all you can eat, I will say that, but it's a pretty hefty amount of stuff to eat. These guys are all level 16? Oh, 13. This guy is level 16 though. 15. Stop chewing my shoes! Nico is chewing my shoes. I'm not too happy about that. What are the laws? Laws, what are the laws? No stopping, no holy, so I can't heal. I'm not a jagged though, so to light him up with magic. You got? I'll take you. Take you. No, I don't want you. I do want you. You're a good choice to have. Not you. Take you. Yes. What does the monsters all riled up? What do you think? Why do you think the monsters are all riled up? It's because there's a. It's probably because there's like a. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Just wait here. It's probably because there's a crystal nearby. So yeah, the seafood was nice. It was nice to like have really fresh seafood. That's pretty good quality. But the downside is because it's like clams and mussels and stuff. Of course, like I'm eating it, and I'm like, okay, well, this one wasn't cleaned very well. The server was fine, like he did a good job, but it was like, all right, well, this has got grit, and this has got grit, and I've just eaten like a little bit of sands in my clams, you know. So typical, like every single every time I eat clams, for some odd reason, I always get a little bit of sand. So I feel like that's just part of the deal now. It's like if you're gonna eat clams, you're gonna get sand. But so afterwards, they made fried, like what they do is they reduce the soup a little bit. So they had a little buzzer for you, so you could like buzz the waiter whatever you needed. Uh, so I buzz for like, I buzz most of the time. I buzz it was like I want more water. Or I want like another little bit of banchan. But we actually didn't eat that much of the banchan because afterwards, so what they do is they had the rice, they stir fried it for us, and it wasn't really that flavorful. So what they did was they left some of the broth at the very end, and then what they did was they just put in like rice into the pot and made fried rice right in front of you. So it was a nice little experience to have. I mean, it was pretty much like it was something I've always wanted to try, and I got to do it. Well, not always, but it was something I wanted to do, and I got to do what I wanted to do. So it was a good trip. And then there was I just felt that there was a bit too much squid. Like they gave us like two things of squid, and the squid was really really chewy. It was like it was cooked before, it was steamed before, and then they put it in the pot and it got like chewier and chewier, and it was like overcooked and stuff. So I was like, all right, well, maybe not two squids next time. Like it would have been nice to have more like other stuff. Maybe clams, maybe a little bit more mussels. Stuff like that. That would have been nice. You know. So yeah, I mean that was good. And then we did a bit of walking. I think that was the day that yeah. So we were meeting up with my sister's friend for dinner, but that was the day that afterwards we went back to the hotel. But before then, one of my sisters wanted to go return something to Uniqlo. So we had gone to Uniqlo. She had purchased something, and she didn't like it, so she wanted to return it while she was in New York. It's hard to return something to a Uniqlo that's not in the same state. So she went. I went to Uniqlo. I'd gone before. I had like walked around. And I saw everything. And I was like, "There's nothing I want. There's nothing for me." So I'm not gonna buy anything. So, but I had to stay with my sister because I was like, "All right, well, her phone hasn't been acting like weird this whole like time. It would like just suddenly shut down and stuff. And plus, like we have like two keys. I have one of the keys, and she doesn't have a cell phone. So I gotta stay with her. Stop clawing my foot for no reason, Nico. I have to make it. I have to make it like. He keeps clawing my foot, and whenever I poke him, he like bites my foot. Really painful, really annoying. So I went and found a place to sit, and then my sister went and did her stuff, and then she couldn't find me. Like I sat down where I saw seats because I didn't sit in the Starbucks because I was like, it's Starbucks. Probably had good seats, but I didn't sit down there, so I sat down somewhere else, and she couldn't find me. To the point where she talked to like one of the people, and then had oh shoot, that's not good. Well, it doesn't really matter because we're not in the jagged, so go for it. But the person she talked to a person, and that person gave her like let her use the phone, and she used the phone to call my sister to have the sister call me. So that was a bit of a loop de loop to do stuff, but we got it done. Like we met up and then we went to back to the hotel. Is Farfist? Nope, nothing. Airrender, also nothing. Wait, does Farfist have more range? Yeah, Farfist has more range than Airrender. Alright, whatever. So afterwards, we made our way to this place called La Caridad 78. It's a place that my sister wanted to go to. She saw it on some it was on some channel that she saw, like some historical channel, food channel where let's put to make it clear, it's a Cuban Chinese place. So I guess back in the day there were a lot of Cubans and a lot of Chinese people in Cuba, and she saw the restaurant on like one of these channels, and she was like, she really wanted to try it because it's like one of the last Cuban Chinese places around. So she was like, so she wanted to try it, and I was like, I don't have any preferences. So we went there for dinner, and I was like, all right, sure, I'll go along, We went there, and it was like we went to meet up with one of my sister's friends, and we met up. So we got to the restaurant, and I was like, okay, well, this looks it's small. It's a small restaurant. It's a very, very, very small restaurant. But my sister's friend was there, so we sat down. We had contacted one of the guys that we had met like previously the night before for dinner, because my sisters were like, oh, it'd be good for him to meet so and so, like my sister's friend. I was like, whatever, sure. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but you seem to know what you're doing, so I'll let you guys figure this out. So that guy flaked. He flaked on us. And then we realized, oh, that's like a New Yorker thing to do, is to like, you know, schedule a lot of things and go to attend one of 5 events in case something happens. So we're like, oh, okay, I guess that's common, in this part of this world. So we're like, all right, well, he's not there. But like my sister's other friends, so we went to dinner with 2 of her friends. But they both showed up, and we ordered a lot of food. It is Cuban. Like I have some history with Cuban restaurants. Like my sister took us to one. Sister two took us to one. Took me to one before. I was like, oh, the food's like pretty good. I don't mind it. I eat it. I don't. Plantains are okay. These are okay. So, it's like it's some beef, some chicken and stuff. It's meat, rice and beans. It's almost Mexican for me. It's just instead of refried, it's like the black beans. I was like, oh, it's very close to Mexican food. They give you rice and beans with everything. So we went, we ate, and we ate some of the things that the guy recommended. We didn't really order any Chinese food. It was pretty much all of the Cuban stuff. So like, we had the fried plantains. We had and they do it 2 styles though. They do like the sweet one, and then they do Strong the Mountain one. What? It's a crystal. And then they do these flat fried ones that are like plantain chips, but they're a little bit thicker, so it was almost like plantain fries, really. And then let's see. Oh, mastered that. That's good to know. Okay. What's this? You cleared that. Yay, good for you. Okay, good to know. I don't care. No, I don't want you. And then what's this? Okay. You have not leveled up your skills though. Yes. When are you gonna learn anything? Your abilities haven't mastered yet. Whatever. I think if I get into normal fights, it'll automatically master or something. Or master very, very quickly. Go back to the port. Something will happen. Nothing happened. Great. So yeah, plantain is up. We had this thing that was like a steak, It's like a flat steak that they grill and then they like separate it, and it becomes it easily separates. But a lot of the things had like a lot of onion, a lot of garlic, oil on top. We also had fried yucca, which was delicious because they use like a special yucca, so it's like thicker root or something. Either way, it was very very good. But I will say the thing that was the best that they had on the menu, which was very surprised at, was this thing, their beef stew. Their beef stew was very very good, and the reason it was so good was people think, oh, it's beef stew, right? It's just beef stew. I can make this at home, just beef. That's not quite right. They don't use like shank meat or just like chunks of normal meat, beef, to make this. They use short rib. So you get chunks of short rib and a whole potato essentially in this wonderful sauce, and like that was like it turned out that that was my favorite thing on the menu. Like he was like, oh, we also our famous pork chops are pretty good. I mean, it was like 3 pork chops. So it was not bad, but that beef stew was killer. That was that made that dinner worth it. That and the yucca. So what I would do is because the yucca wasn't really seasoned, I would just take the fried yucca and dip it like a potato. It was pretty much like a potato. Like yucca is like when fried, it was like a cross between a bamboo and a potato because there were some like fibrous pieces inside. So that was delicious, and there was a lot of meat. And then afterwards, we did a little bit more walking, and I'll explain that in the next video. So yeah, stay tuned for more. If you like my videos, please do subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and bye.